Thursday, December 26th. Andy here, and my selections for the 10th race at Santa Anita today didn't go well at all. It's one of those races that needed a little further inspection, but even with that, it would have been tough to come up with the 37 to 1 shot that ended up winning the race. It's one of those situations where the horse was well regarded, first couple races of its career, and had been away from the races for quite a long time, but did have the good layoff figure, so it really wasn't impossible. It's just I leaned a little too heavy on class potential using the data in the purse column on the broodmare sire report, and that's how I ended up making the selections I did. And you can see that my top pick finished sixth in the race and was ended up the favorite at 1.7 to 1. Certainly not the kind of play I like to go after too often. So just a reminder to study some more races and look for better value. Is really the key. Uh, so we'll take a look at the bankroll and take that $9 loss and learn our lesson and move forward to Friday, December 27th. And Aqueduct is back running. And so New York racing was where have spent most of my time through the years. Uh, so feel most comfortable there. And we'll go to race 7 at Aqueduct on Friday. And my top pick would be number 7, What Who? And my second choice would be number 9, My Bronx Baby. What Who is morning line 15 to 1, and My Bronx Baby morning line 12 to 1. So, good chance I'll split up my $9 wager to have some win money on each of these two runners that should offer some good value. What Who, 3-year-old filly, has run all 6 career starts on turf. Now tries dirt for the first time. So it's really an unknown commodity. You never know. The filly might really love the dirt. And looking at the sire report, the sire is Speightstown with a dirt to turf ratio of 5.0, which is very close to the average of 5.5. So, yeah, this would be no surprise if this filly likes the dirt. It's not heavily leaning towards preferring turf. If the number were down around 1 or 2 for the dirt to turf ratio, that would be a heavy preference towards turf. If the number were really large, um, yeah, that would mean more dirt winners than turf winners, and a preference for dirt. We're going 6.5 furlongs, and Speightstown shows 212 previous winners and 16% in the 6.5 to 7.5 furlong category, which is right about average. The purse, 39% came when the purse was greater than $50,000, and the layoff figure of 169, nicely 69% above the average for getting winners on 37 to 60 days rest, and this filly is going on 43 days rest. So that's the number that really kind of drew my attention to this particular filly. And go over to the broodmare sire report, and we see the broodmare sire Medaglia d'Oro, 465 previous winners in this type of race, and 15% for the distance, which is fine. 34% in the purse column, which really ranks this one first. The one below, Lady Mine, shows 50%. But that's only based on 10 previous winners. And Lady Mine has a terrible layoff figure as there for the broodmare sire. So there's some class potential on the female side was where you want it, and the layoff figure for Wadhu is 123. Also note that my second choice, My Bronx Baby, by Speightstown, is a broodmare sire in the purse column, 31%, which is very, very respectable. And going over to the trainer report, Wadhu, trained by Todd Putcher, 151 previous winners over the last 3 years. A little low on the distance category, but not low enough to be really of a concern. The layoff figure 237, which is a big number, especially based on a big sample of 151 previous winners. And My Bronx Baby, trained by James Ryerson, gets 31% of his 16 previous winners in the 6.5 to 7.5 furlong category, and purse category, 75% came when the purse is greater than $50,000. So all systems are go there, and My Bronx Baby likes to be on the early lead, or at least very close, and I think from post 9 is going to be pressing the pace or closely stalking the pace, and trying 7 furlongs for the first time. So distance might be a little bit of a question, but for the value involved, is worthy of being my second choice. Wadhu, in her one win, was sprinting on the turf, pressed the early pace to win at 6 furlongs. Likely will be stalking is my guess here. Who will likely stalk the early pace and see if we can get the job done. So I'll be taking a couple days off from handicapping the full card at Aqueduct over the weekend as I'm traveling and spending more time with friends and family. I will try to make a YouTube video each day through the weekend. So enjoy, and we'll talk to you hopefully tomorrow.